music shapes me in a big way. Music is what tells people about me. Music is what explains to people who I am. That, despite being blind, I am just a normal person. Music is what communicates to people about who I am, what I do, the faith that I hold. And music is what it is what communicates to people. So I use it to communicate to people. But all in all, music is what connects me with people.
Welcome to another episode of Nichapie.
Nikuchapie.
Tuchapiane.
My name is Helen Jerry, and guys, don't forget to follow us on our social media handles. Hit the subscribe button down below. And I am joined by my beautiful co-host.
I'm Makili Gishoke, and today we have a guest. Will you kindly introduce yourself?
Paul Manana.
Yeah, Paul Manana. So Paul Manana is an artist mwenye huimba gospel, right?
Yes.
So like tell us about that. Ilianza like lini? Ulijuaje like uko this talented?
So thank you for having me. Paul Manana is my name. I am a gospel artist, as you say. Well, not really an artist, but because what we do mostly is we minister, and so it is just ministry. This one, my musical journey started back in 2009. Let me say, because that's the first time I stood in front of people to sing. I was still very young, but nakumbuka the first time I went in front of people, and then nikafika pale, I didn't sing. Nilifika tu na nikatoka. So alafu the MC akasema amesema ameogopa macho yenu. I've never forgotten that to date. Later is when now I joined the music, the choir, when I was in standard 4. And then when I was in standard 5 is when we started now going for the Kenya National Music Festivals. And I remember that's the first time we went, and that was in 2014. And from that time, I've been participating in such platforms. The Kenya Music Festivals has really helped me grown my talent, because kupitia that tumeweza kufanya a lot of competitions and a lot of music stuff from all the levels, right, to the Kenya National Music Festivals and even to the state concert party. And so nimepata nafasi ya kufanya all those. Went to all the way to high school, where I got to do music as a subject, because that's what nilikuwa natamani kufanya sana. And after high school is when I went, that was in Salvation Army High School, Thika, for the visually impaired. From there, I went to Kenyatta University, where I just finished my diploma in music.
Oh wow.
And you did music in high school?
Yes.
And also in campus?
Yeah.
How did your parents take you pursuing music, knowing African parents don't take music as a career?
Music is not anything. So it was hard, so hard that yes, high school at least hapo hawakuwa na shida, because anyway I was going to do other subjects as well anyway, so hawakuchukulia that serious. Walisema tu after all unafanya hizo vitu zingine, so just do what you want. it became a problem when I told them I want to go and study music at the university. And it was so hard for them to accept because I remember my music teacher is I did well in music. I did well in music in my KCSE. I think yeah, let me just say I did well. Hizo zingine zitakuwa pride niachie hapo, but I got an A of, was it, if not 85, 89, I don't remember, because I was one of the best students in music in the country. And so I wanted to go and study music at the university, but they didn't want. In my mind, I only had two options: music and journalism. Journalism, of which siwezi sema nili give up nayo but hey, disappointments nazo, so yeah. Yeah, journalism, I think maybe I'll still do it, maybe, just maybe, but disappointments ni nyingi because you go somewhere, you do the interviews, you do the voiceover, and then you pass. I don't want to mention this, the media houses, but I realized I missed the opportunity because I'm blind, and not because I cannot do it. It's because I'm blind. So
having a conversation with your mom and dad about you deciding that, by the way, in your career, mpende msipende. How did that conversation look like?
Well, my grandparents have brought me up, and so I've been with them. I explained to them this is what I'm going to do, and then they're like, no, you can't even do that. Itakusaidia na okay, utasaidika vipi? So we will not accept that. And so after some time, with a million explanations, they got to accept. And that is after my music teacher, because my music teacher has been very near to me, very supportive. Mrs. Mumbi Mwaura, she's been very supportive to me. And so she had to talk to them and tell them, it is okay, he can do music. It is well. Music, it's something that he'll be able to do it. And so from there now they accepted. But still there was a question mark, because they were asking, is it music education? Because they wanted me to be a teacher. Yeah, they wanted me to be a teacher, actually, because my grandfather was a teacher. He's a retired teacher. He wants to continue the lineage. My mom was to be a teacher. Well, she's been a teacher. To her death, she was as an instructor at a polytechnic. So she's been kind of a teacher. She did nursing at some point, and then she left nursing. She went to do hairdressing and fashion design plus beauty therapy. After there, she's been doing all that to the time she passed on. So it's been, I think they wanted me to continue with that, but I don't refuse. Again, I don't accept, because I was not interested in being a teacher per se. Somehow I know I can be a teacher. I'll just do it.
Is it something they are now comfortable with right now?
They'll have to be comfortable with, because it's something yenye nimeifanya, and I have confirmed to them, according to how they are seeing it, it's something that maybe can benefit me, and through that I'll still be a teacher, the teacher they wanted. Yeah,
but they don't like see lazima ukuwe specific mwalimu wa shule. See, you can still teach music. Nidana, you know how to play guitar, you can teach like people.
Yeah, I can do that. Actually, they wao walikuwa wana lean on being a teacher at school.
Education one.
Yes,
Our
doing
education.
Bachelor of Music Education, which I'll just do it, but it's not really possible. Yeah.
So hakuna chance yenye unaona like utafanya teaching, so ni journalism. Hiyo umesema
I'll do journalism. I'll actually do journalism. I'll actually do journalism at some point.
So just take it off your list of to do things. You want to like be quite serious now.
I want to even if I get an opportunity before I do it, I will do it because that's my passion.
Oh, okay. So mi niko pa ukiwa 9 mwenye ulisema like ulisema sijui ulikuwa 9 ama ulikuwa sijui ulikuwa class what. So ukaenda kwa stage.
Yes.
Like ukakosa kuimba ukatoroka MC akasema like ulikuwa unaogopa.
Yeah.
So ulijua je confidence yako like imeanza ku build up na unaweza simama mbele ya watu and start singing and the sort?
I mean, I was just 7 years, so
7.
I
the confidence.
yeah. So well, I used to sing with my grandmother. My grandmother has been singing for the last more than 4 decades. And she's been in the choir.
Oh, in the choir.
Yeah, she's been singing in the choir.
Akaton gani?
Alto. She's been an alto all through from 1975. Yeah. She's been an alto from 1975. And so I was born and raised, so most of the times nimekaa na yeye, so we could go for choir practices anytime we were going for masses, because I've been brought up in a Catholic background. We would go together, and I'd be in the choir together with her, the company. I wanted to, actually I would sit with the altos and I would sing with them, so I got used to, and that's how I grew. I think that's how I started growing my music passion, being passionate in music, and kuanza kuimba and all that.
Also kutoka hapa ukiwa like ulikuwa unaenda choir na shosh.
Yeah.
So hiyo ndo ilifanya hadi ukikuja ku campus like ukajoin the choir. So ilianza kutoka utotoni. So you've been in choir like throughout.
I've been in the choir throughout, but again, when I was in class 4, class 5, I think it was standard 4, my teacher at that time, he was training our choir, ndio alikuwa amekuja tu shule, mwalimu Jamin Ndivire, and akasema akatuma mtu akuja niite. Mimi nikamwambia mwalimu, mimi ndio undaka niimbe. Siwezi, I can't do it. Nilikataa. I remember mara kwanza, and I remember he forced me and he told me, I am sing something, you must sing, you will sing, remember you are younger than me, so you will sing. And so nikasema okay, sitaki tu kupingana na watu wakubwa, acha niimbe. So and that's how the journey started. I mean, 2013 and then 2014, he gave me a solo piece, and I did it to the regionals. I didn't make it to the nationals, but again, we went with another item to the nationals. 2015 is when we were going to Kisumu with the Kenya National Music Festivals. I managed to be, position 5 at the nationals. It was not pleasing because he wanted me to do better. 2016 we came to Nairobi and I was position 3 for position 2 because I was just defeated by the Aga Khan primary, and it was quite a growth kwa sababu we went with a number of items, and from there now I started being in the choir fully. I've been in the choir, my primary school. I've been in the choir, Thika High School for the visually impaired, leading the choir all through to fourth form, and now in the Kenyatta University Students Choir.
Oh, okay. Na gita ulianza like kucheza lini?
Well, guitar is another story, because when my mom passed on,
Sorry.
and I now ask myself, because she was the one to take me to studio and do a recording, nikajiuliza, now what do I do? Because I remember there's that time, I don't know, there's that time you sit down with God and you just ask him questions, because this is the only parent I ever knew. Apart from my grandparents, I've never known about my father. I've never heard of him. And I didn't focus on that. Mimi sikuwahi uliza. I didn't know anything would happen hapo in between. When my mom passed on, actually, that's ilini hit. But again, nikasema tu, let me focus and continue. So I asked myself, and when I was asking God, why this, and I remember at that time I told God, there's that time you sit down and then it's like you're sitting here and God is sitting here. You're having a conversation, and I told God, you see, the way we are talking to you, the way we are talking like this, I just told God, let's talk about this. And I know I should not, but I am giving you the last chance. Because now it's like many deny the opportunity. I am going to look for a mentor. At that time, I really wanted to meet either Gloria Muliro or Ruben Kigame, because those ones have been people that I listened to well before, even as I've been growing. And so I said, I'll look for Ruben or Gloria. And I was telling God, if I find any of them, if I find the two of them, good for you, not for me. If I don't, usahau sauti yangu kabisa, you forget, like literally forget my voice. Mi siwezi kuimbia na you're doing unani disappoint. I can't be doing that. And I left it at that. And then I started looking for Gloria and Ruben. Well, another story. But when later is when I found Ruben and all that through. So he's the one who taught me how to play the guitar. Yeah.
So, how, as a creator, how do you? I'm trying to find the right way to ask this question. How does music shape you, or how do you consume your music as a blind person and also as a creative, and not just as a consumer but as a creative?
Music shapes me in a big way. Music is what tells people about me. Music is what explains to people who I am, that, despite being blind, I am just a normal person. Music is what communicates to people about who I am, what I do, the faith that I hold, and music is what it is what communicates to people. So I use it to communicate to people. But all in all, music is what connects me with people. And so with that, I'm able to, pass the communication, the message that I carry, encourage someone. I mean, music is everything to me. So it shapes me to be the person that I have become today. And I take my music as the main thing that I do, because that's the main item that people are consuming from me. So it's my main job at the moment.
Oh, okay. Like, so mi nataka kuuliza je, unaona ni kama venye watu husema like mi nikiandika songs, it's my personal like story, journey ama Mungu aliniongelesha kaniambia andika hivi ama I saw something ama someone shared their story and I was inspired by that, so I wrote my song. So where like ukiandika your songs, what inspires you?
A lot, but mostly it's not really my story. Well, my story inspires me. That's the first thing. The other thing is the word of God. When I'm going through the word of God, I get inspired and I get to write a song. Sometimes a song can just come. There's a song I wrote called Ulinipenda. Ulinipenda, I didn't change anything. It just came the way it was, and I wrote it and then forgot about it, came to remember later and did a recording of it. I didn't change anything because I realized what God had, what I had downloaded from God, the same lyrics, every word applies to what I've gone through and how my life has been. So it's most of inspiration from above. It's most of His word, getting to, pray, and all that helps me do the writing of the songs. It's a few songs, very few songs that I've received through a dream. Very few, but it happens. So it depends. Different ways of writing songs.
And the KU choir is celebrated for its vocal talent.
Yes.
How did you end up becoming part of the group?
When I was from high school, because my music teacher is connected to Kenyatta University, because she's also been at Kenyatta University, but all in all, she's connected with them because of the music family in the country is so close. People are so close to each other, so it's easy to connect with people from a high school music department to the university music department, be it at any university in Kenya that has the department of music and dance per se. So when I was coming to Kenyatta University and I have just joined, and my teacher calls me and she tells me, there's a choir, by the way, you can join. So, and then she talks to Dr. Oyugi, who is the director of the Kenyatta University Students Choir, and tells him, I have my student who sings well, and I would like you to include him in the choir. And so after there, I went for auditions, because they are usually there are auditions mostly every first semester of the academic year. And so when I went for auditions, I passed the auditions and I was able to join the KU Students Choir.
Wow. Na alafu niliona like kuna group ingine meform, sijui kama mko watatu. There is this guy ulikuwa umepost TikTok and you were singing a cappella with this guy. Hata sikuangalia jina. Kuna group ingine huko isipokuwa the KU choir?
Well, many of the other groups we sing together are just friends when we meet and just do a jam session together. We don't actually really have a group together.
Oh, nimekumbuka ilikuwa like sijui ilikuwa competition ya the impaired something. Yeah,
those are most likely the competition. So most of the friends huwa tunakutana and then unakuta kwamba tuna pengine something in common ambayo tunaweza kufanya, kama pengine ni kuimba pamoja, so tunaimba pamoja tu, and then we just get happy and tunaifanya pamoja, and then we just sometimes we even forget about it.
And what does being in the KU choir mean to you? That is personally and as a musician.
It means I've worked on it, but there is still quite a bit of, I don't want to call it I know when someone thinks that you have a disability and so maybe you cannot do it. we still have that. We are overcoming it, but it's still there. So that's another challenge. You go somewhere and then someone realizes, oh, haoni.
So they assume you can sing.
They assume you can't do something because you can't see. Yeah. So those are the main challenges that I am going through. The other challenge, so maybe it's through getting to places, maybe quite a lot of challenges, but many challenges ziko around financial path. Yeah.
And what do you think maybe my fans, your supporters can do to maybe help reduce the challenges?
People can support. I think there's a window of support. Anyone who's able to support can support. It is only through that maybe personally I can make it to do the recordings and do all that. And so that my aim is not to do it for myself, because this is something that God has given me. So it's not my work, it's his work. It's his music. So I'm just being used by him as a vessel to reach people and to encourage someone, to make sure that at least everyone gets to hear about God, but also everyone gets to be encouraged through my music. And so people are welcomed to support.
Okay, and in kama saizi in the Kenyan industry,
Uh-huh.
tunaona it is now in terms of politics.
Mhm.
Musicians, mostly gospel musicians,
Mhm.
wanashikana na politicians.
Mhm.
Ukuja kutu Kenyans have decided one thing, and then politicians are using the gospel musicians to call like, and then mwambie hapana, sisi bado ndo watu wazuri. What do you think about that?
Politics was also there in the Bible. And so it is just a matter of changing it, because you see, musicians, again, the same thing, watu wanafuata pesa. So many people unakuta sometimes wana consider hiyo pesa. So mtu anasema, because amenilipa, I'll sing for them, I'll sing their name. But again, politicians wanafuata gospel artists because Christians ni wengi hii Kenya. Hadi Christians waongo ni wengi. So the church carries everyone. And so it is through that wanajaribu kuona ni vipi tutapenya, and wanapenya through the gospel artists. And so again, it's the gospel artists tu ndio wanaweza change that. So that is the reason why wanafuata the gospel artists. Ni juu Christians ni wengi, and when they get to the church watapata kura nyingi pale. Yeah.
Acha ni kurudishe nyuma.
Yes.
So you said like you look upon, up to Rebecca Dawn.
Yes.
Kenya,
Uh-huh.
na huyu msee anaitwa nani? Dennis.
Mhm.
He's akona condition kama yako. Then there is anaitwa Solomon, the Dioen, and how unaweza sema like wao kuna venye huwa wana kuinspire ama about their songs, their gospel songs.
Yes. Everyone inspire me on their own way. Dennis, I've listened to him, and he's such an inspiration because he's blind like me. Solomon, I listen to Solomon's music and I don't know, but one day I'd like to meet Solomon. There is just something about Solomon. And I love his music, how he writes, how he sings. He's once performed at KU during one of the graduation ceremonies, and he's such an amazing minister of God. So these people just inspire me differently. Yeah. And that is how I get to go on, because sometimes unafika mahali unafeel nimechoka, I can't do it anymore. But thanks to God who sends people to encourage us through songs and their stories.
And do you think not seeing the world in the traditional way has helped you to hear it more deeply?
Yeah. I usually say God has created me so that other people can see how he works and how he does things. When many times it has helped me see the world differently and very deep, because I get to hear from people. I'm so glad anytime I inspire someone. Sometimes nakutana na hata makanga kwa gari, and then anaangalia na niambia, mimi hata I am just inspired. That's my work, to inspire someone. And so with that, I see the world and as a place that can change by seeing who I am and what I do and how I do things. That one changes the world.
And many artists rely on visuals to express themselves. How do you do that? How do you do that?
I may do it through other people, or I also, because it's just a matter of directions and we can do it. Yeah, they rely on visuals, I rely on audios. When you people see, I listen. It's, well, for us, our ears are like our eyes, so we mostly listen more than seeing it. Yeah.
And what's something you wish most people would know about you as a visually impaired person, or would understand from your perspective as a visually impaired person?
I wish people would get to know that apart from being a visually impaired, I can do anything else. I am just a normal person like them. I am just, hakuna tofauti. We are just the normal people. No difference at all. It is just that visual impairment. But apart from that, we are normal people. We just study the same subjects you study. We interact the same way you interact. We get to we get to laugh about the same things you laugh. We go through the same things you go through. And so no difference. We're just the same.
Oh, okay. So pia mi kuna time nilikuwa kwa choir. So uimba bass, tenor.
Mimi naimba tenor.
Tenor.
Yeah, and mostly high tenor.
Kuna hadi low.
Yeah, tenor 1, tenor 2. So mostly I sing tenor 1.
Oh, hey.
I sing tenor 1 in the SATB. I sing tenor 2 in the TTBB.
Is on a new terms. Hakuna kitu nashikanisha.
And yeah, so that's the soprano, alto, tenor, bass.
Oh.
I sing tenor 1 mostly. In the tenor 1, tenor 2, bass 1, bass 2, I sing tenor 2. If that's, I sing the highest tenor, and that's mostly in the men's choir, because mostly tuko na a number of those choir sets.
Niko na wish. Unaweza fulfill. Unaweza fulfill. Niko na wish. So, hiyo song ya natamani yenye mlifanya. Do you mind like giving us the acapella? Maybe itasaidia. Naijua.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, you can do it. I can do it.
Okay.
I love the song. Kutembea na natamani. Nikipoteza njia kwa safari nimechagua, nisipokuwa na nguvu niite, nipite. I like how she says, niongoze kwa neema, nifunze kwa upole wako, hata nikikosea nisaidie, nisaidie. And I love how wish, and I wish it becomes my wish as well when she says, natamani kutembea nawe, natamani kutembea nawe, natamani kutembea nawe, niongoze, niongoze. And what a beautiful song to
And
just
what a
reflect
beautiful
about it.
voice.
And what a beautiful gift from God.
Yeah, hiyo ni God walai tena.
Yeah.
Hey,
So back to nini, when unasikiangaje watu wakikwambia you're such an inspiring person, how does that make you feel about yourself?
At least I'm impacting someone, because that's what I have been called to do, to impact, to encourage, to get people to see. At the moment, I'm getting into Daystar University to pursue counseling psychology, and that's just another way of getting to impact people's lives, getting to make sure that everyone is encouraged.
Do you feel unasikianga pressure sasa nikishakwambia mtu akiniambia you inspire me, now I'm like na feel pressure?
Hey, una feel pressure because hey, now I have to do more. I have to. What do you mean? So niko na kazi ya kufanya ku inspire some more people, or if I've inspired this person, what should I do? Inanisukuma kufanya zaidi so that I inspire more people, or I inspire them more, because I'm looking for. I ask myself many questions. What if kuna mtu they are looking to me? They are listening to my music and then they get inspired. Nikiacha si watakuwa discouraged, watakuwa disappointed. Sorry. And so that's what what's pushing me to continue.
And are there any assumptions about blindness that you wish people will now let go?
Watu wanadhani blind hawasikii.
thank you.
Like unaweza umekuwa umekaa na mtu and then they will talk about you and then they imagine you can't hear. We are, guys, we hear. We usually hear. We are sorry. We usually hear. Yeah. And so it is just the same way you talk to that person who says, yeah, you can talk to us and we will hear you. We will even hear you more than they'll hear you, so don't worry. Yeah, I think that's the main yenye nimekutana nayo, and sometimes mi ucheka because people will talk about you and you are hearing, and what a privilege anyway. So I go somewhere and then people will say, how many, or so anaweza anafanya aje this, how does he do this, how does he do this? Sometimes I'm like, hi guys, can you just ask me?
Like venye niliona ukitumia simu haulizangi like ai natumia simu.
Exactly. So utafind Helen anauliza, okay, anatumia aje simu?
Huyu
So
anajifanya.
and so hey, and I'm there. So in my mind I'm like, hi Helen, can you just ask me?
Very embarrassed. You did that too.
I'm like, unaweza tu niuliza, cause at some point unakuta hata huyo mwenye ana explain the wrong thing and me I'm there, I can explain. Yeah. So yeah.
What do you think sisi wenye tunaona we miss out on?
Oh, you missed out. You miss out on extra senses. You miss out on. You miss out on enjoying some things. There is something that comes with blindness, man. We are not even regretting. We are not even regretting. Personally, I don't even regretting being. I don't regret being blind. I am just okay because believe me, you do what? You will never enjoy music the way I do. You will never enjoy music the way I do. You will never enjoy the company of people that I am close to the way I do. There is something that we enjoy that to the fullest. To the fullest. Yeah. So it is just that art of getting to enjoy things, enjoying life and getting to. But again, you miss out on some disappointments. Yeah, you miss out on kuhatiwa, lakini people hurting your feelings because you know, due to your maybe disability and all that, which is okay. You're lucky because disappointments pia ni nyingi. At sometimes you people miss out on being discouraged by other people because you cannot do something. That one for us, we get it a lot. Yeah, because I can't go somewhere, and that's why I get used to traveling alone and doing my things alone, staying alone, and not really needing anyone to help, just in case, because I have to do it. Yeah, but challenges are there. Sometimes we go to town, and as you know, Nairobi is somewhere kila mtu ana mind their own business, so you can't ask anyone, how do I go here? How do I get to here? And so, but anyway, we move on regardless.
And do you suffer? Do you what una dealing aje? How do you cope with creatives block?
Sorry.
Creatives block. Ile moment yenye I've had a lot of creatives talk about ile moment wako like they don't hawana nini ideas zozote zina generate in their minds. How do you deal with that?
Anytime I don't have an idea, I don't do it. Anytime I don't have an idea of a song, I don't sing. If God has not uploaded something in me, I don't do it. If I don't have anything to write on Facebook,
You don't write.
I don't write.
Period.
Wow, that is
Simple.
good because a lot of creatives inakwanga ni
I don't have to do it for people to know. It's only when God has uploaded it in me to talk about it, I will do it. And what wataiona. If I don't have anything to sing, I'll not do a TikTok. I'll not put anything on TikTok. If I don't have anything to talk about, I will not talk to people. Sometimes I even cancel ministrations because inafika towards that time, and then you realize, I don't have anything. I don't have anything to say. I don't know what I'll tell those people. And it's like God has not yet spoken to me, or he has not yet uploaded something. So I just leave it. It's not a must. It's not a must you do it kama haijakam. Kama haiko, ngoje tu. Yeah. Itakam.
So if you are given like a chance to collaborate with any artist in Kenya ama internationally, ungekuwa nani na kwa nini?
Hey, that's a hard question. Sasa unajua, when it comes to music, mimi I'm so much concerned. A number of them.
Like mmoja.
Oh, there are so many. Locally, there are many. But I would love to do something with Ruben Kigame, which is coming to pass. That's something that we are doing. And, God's time. It's coming to be. I'd love to do something with Kestin Mbogo someday. because of one thing. Kirsten does it. If I say it well, I'm underrating. She does it well. She sings well. Her pronunciation is well. Her musicality is well done. She does it. Her harmonization is well, perfect. But again, her songs are completely inspired from above. And so that's one person I'd love to work with in Kenya. Otherwise, Sarah Kay does the same. Jemima Thiongo. Such amazing people get to do something with. A number of them are Rebecca Dawn. I can't mention all of them. There are so many. Those are some of the people I'd love to work with.
International ones.
Internationally. Again, so many because I'd not forget Jeremy Geraldine because of course he's from Kenya. And so someone I really encouraged by. Internationally, let me say I'd love to work with wow, there are so many. Let me mention Boaz Duncan because of his music. He does it well. Let me mention the Joyous Celebration Choir because I'm just inspired by I'm inspired by people from South Africa. Dr. Rebecca Malupe, because I listen to her a lot. I'd love to meet people. I'd love to go to South Africa and make some good music. There is some energy that wako nayo enye haiko bado huku. Yeah, I'd love to meet Nathaniel Balsey and make some. I respect the grace that's in that man. Such a great man of God. I'd love to work with him someday as the Lord leads. Some more other people. Yeah. Quite, yeah. Self-doubt. Iko na sisi sana. By the way, if you ever think you doubt yourself, sometimes sasa sisi ndo tunajidoubt. Because you're like, did I do it well? Did it go well? So I just leave it to God. Me who pray before I do anything. And after there I pray and I told God that's how I was able to do it. I hope you also did your part. So still overcoming it, but iko bado. Yeah, but I do it through just assuring myself that God ako na mimi and atanisaidia kufanya hiyo kitu.
And what is one belief you had in the beginning of your career that saizi uko like umeachana nayo kabisa?
One belief. Na hii ni belief watu hadi wako nayo hadi watu wengine. Ati celeb wako na pesa.
Hawana.
Bwana. Ni kubaya. Okay, people believe that celebrities have money. It's not a must. Some have some. Wengine wako nayo. Wengine hawana, it's coming. Wengine hawana, wanachase cloud. Wengine wanachase cloud enye haitoroki. So haimake. So it's just there. Yeah.
Okay, and what message would you give to fellow youth, especially when you are disabled and who want to pursue their dreams but feel limited by their circumstances?
One thing, you will not make it if you don't accept yourself. Accept yourself. You are blind. There is nothing you can do about it. Wake up and start doing that. When people see it, they will support you. So encourage yourself. Stand up and move on. Take it upon yourself and start doing it. God shall do it for you. yeah, usifeel offended, usifeel because mimi ni blind, because, and by the way, on that note, our parents and any other guardian, usifiche mtoto. If you have anyone who's having disability, please take them to school, let them go and study, let them go and do something. Hakuna mtu atakosa mahali pa kuenda, hakuna mtu atakosa ku achieve their dream because they cannot do well in school. I remember the way 844 is thanks to the CBC. I wish I could do the CBC. At somehow I know there are challenges with the CBC, but I am impressed the way the talents are appreciated in the CBC, because 844 was all about cramming anyway, so I didn't like it really, but I did it anyway. But take your children to school, let them study, be sure there'll be something. That one mwenye una undermined, huyo mtoto ndo atakuja kukusaidia. So usimfiche, mlete asaidiwe, aingie shule. Schools are many these days, si kama kitambo where we only had maybe Thika School for the Blind and maybe Likoni and Kibo School for the Blind, where maybe shule zilikuwa chache, ungepeana. You have no excuse these days. So leta mtoto. Yes, life ya disability ni expensive, but God will say it and he shall do it for you.
Oh, okay. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Ngumu. 3 words. Friendly, passionate, and loving. Because I value people and I value what I do, but again, I'm interested in making sure that people are okay.
Okay, how do you balance, like, acha turudi nyuma saa na vitu za shule, how do you balance academic, choir, huku kwenye unasema unaitwa ministries and hizo vitu zote, how do you balance that?
Most of them are related to my academics, unless, except for now that I'm getting into studying counseling psychology. But again, I balance them because most of them are related. I've been doing a diploma in music at KU, so that's related to the KU Students Choir. There's a unit that we were doing that you should be in the choir or in the band. So there, I'm there automatically, and so that one does not really give me problems. So it's easy to manage because most of this are in the same music path.
And how do you define what do you define success as?
Success is when you are able to achieve what you're expecting to do it. It's not something that you will do it because you are waiting for someone to do it for you, and then because it doesn't come on a silver platter. It comes when you work. It's after you've worked, that's when you can be successful, and you'll be proud of what you have done because you worked on it.
And what would you love people to remember you? Ama legacy gani ungependa kuacha, ku leave behind?
Legacy yenye ningependa kuacha nyuma is people will remember me from my music. May people remember. I usually pray and tell God that I would love people to be inspired by my music, even long when I'm gone. That people will remember that there was someone, and that music will encourage them. It will inspire them. They'll get to hear about someone who, that Paul Manana sang this some time back, and it is still encouraging someone. That's the legacy I would love to. But again, the legacy I would love to leave is to change the music industry, for people to go back to that place where everyone is passionate about what they are doing, not just doing it because you want money, because utapata anyway. Yeah.
Tuseme leo Evelyn Wanjiru akupigie simu akwambie Paul, kesho niko na live hiyo yenye huwa naimba live, and I want you to prepare a song your own, your own written. Unaweza prepare aje? Like how would you feel? Like Evelyn,
it's easy to prepare, tukiondoa excitements kwanza, because when you're excited, bana, you can do anything. I remember last year I had attended Tuesday worship moments, and then Sarah Kay says, if you can sing, if you feel you can sing, come, give your mic. I got there and, I was not excited. I didn't know it would happen. People say I did it well. I don't know. The consumers are happy, so it's removing the excitement first and telling God, this is an opportunity that I've been given and you knew it would come. So decide for me. And then from there, I'm able to choose a song.
Take us through your writing process. Your process yote mpaka recording.
If the song comes, it depends on where I am. I can sing about anything, and believe me, I can sing about anything, including you.
Hey.
Yeah. I can sing about anything, anyone. So it depends. If it's something that I've been told to write about, I will write it and then go through it, make sure that it is musically aligning. And then from there now I'll be able to mostly think about I usually think about the melody first, and then the words will come. Or I'll think about either way, but the words, if it's something that I've been just inspired, it was just uploaded by God, that's something that will come to my mind. And then I either record penye niko through my phone, or I write kama niko place yenye naweza andika. Cause some songs zinakujanga tu ukiwa uko anywhere. Most of them, some songs nyingi sana zimekuja on my mind na nikasahau. Nyingi sana. Cause sometimes zinakuja and then I'm like, nitakumbuka tu. Baadaye na realize, sikumbuki ile song. So I write and then I'll record it. And then now I'll get to... Usually, sometimes I think... Sometimes I usually have that vision of how I want that music to be performed. Like I'm performing that music. And then now with that, I'll get to, the feeling of the music. Yeah. And then I get to write. Now with that, I'll be able to go kama naenda studio pengine, sit down with the producer, and then we get to tengeneza the instrumental, the accompaniment. And then from there, we go to every other step.
And what is one thing you are passionate about outside music people will be surprised about?
Well, it's counseling. Yeah, it's counseling because many people didn't know I could do journalism, and maybe many people don't know I can do it, but I can do it. But I can also do counseling. That's why I'm getting to school, to get the knowledge, and so that I can be able to do it professionally.
And what are your last words for people, your supporters, and should we be expecting any projects coming soon?
Yeah, we are trusting God for a recording towards, as the year goes. Trusting God that I'll be able to get to studio and do something. Preparing for our call to worship experience. It's an event that will be happening on the 4th of July at the Kasarani group of schools. I'm actually welcoming people to support that and support any other project that you feel the Lord is leading you to do it. And so, to all my supporters and to all my fans and to all the body of Christ all over the world, I say thank you. Thank you for supporting me so far. Thank you for working with me, and thank you for trusting me with your ears and your minds, and so that I can encourage you. It can only be God. So I pray that God will bless everyone as they continue to support. Yeah, don't give up. Do not be afraid. God is listening. God is hearing you. He knows, and so He shall do it at His own time.
Your social media handles and where people can find you.
People can find me on Facebook and YouTube at Paul Manana, on TikTok at Paul Manana, Instagram Paul_Manana, Twitter Paul Manana, though I'm not that one, inabidi tutafute gloves na gumboots ndo tuingie huko TikTok.
Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter, I mean. But again, you can reach me directly through my main WhatsApp number, which is either 0785742776, or for those ones who are outside Kenya, +2541149774793, or equally +2547857427776, and we'll get to hear from you.
Okay, hapa watu nacheza game. Like unapeana one lie, two truths. So anguka nayo.
One lie, two truths, as in
Which is the lie among the three you give us?
sorry, so I say
Like utudanganye moja, hizo zingine mbili zikuwa ukweli.
Then to guess gani
The
one.
statements are ndo to guess.
or just a statement. Okay, let me think about something I can maybe say. I'm thinking of, I don't know. One is the VIS use Braille. Two is anyone can do it. Three is anything is possible.
Hii ni ngumu kujua. Hii ni ngumu kujua uongo. Ati ya kwanza ilikuwa?
VIs use Braille.
Ya pili ni
anyone can do it.
Na ya tatu?
Anything is possible.
Hadi ya kwanza ni ukweli. Wait. Anything is
possible.
Anyone can do it. Where? Hiyo ni ngumu.
Which is the lie there?
Anything is possible.
Say anything is possible.
It's possible, but how? How is it possible?
It is in the how.
Yeah.
And that is all we had for you guys today.
Msisahau ku subscribe na ufinye the bell. You can turn on the notifications pia.
We will see you on another episode of Nichapie, Nikuchapie, Tuchapiane.
Tuchapiane.
Bye.
Tus. Media handles.
Okay. Social media handles are Paul Manana on Facebook and YouTube, Paul Manana on TikTok, as well as Paul_Manana on Instagram, and on Twitter as well, Paul Manana, although not so active there.